Now that you've taken down the defense system, the next thing we need to do is make a choice. There are only 3 things that are stopping you from actually going out for that run. Sometimes it's like the last thing I want to do. It's just like, ugh. So last Friday I had a track workout, and it was the first Friday after daylight savings time, and it was cold as it is getting cold here in New England now. Spotted rain, very windy, and I got out of work late, and I just did not want to go out there and run. I admit I love running, but sometimes it's like the last thing I want to do. It's just like, ugh. You know, if the day was perfect, it was like the nice weather and everything, or, you know, whatever happened just didn't happen, and then it would just be like, yes, let's go run. Then I feel guilty, just probably like you do, because you're like, I like to run, I want to run, but today I just don't feel like doing it. So you got like this, just like, ugh, why? And so how do I handle this? First, you have to catch yourself doing it and not fall into the trap of making it a chore. So how do you do that? You actually make it a chore. Angelo, you're confusing me. What are you trying to say? Meaning, just give in to the fact, like, don't fight your brain. Giving into that could actually be the one thing that allows you to reverse that thought, because now you're not fighting against the mind. Like, your mind is like fighting you, and that fight actually drains more energy. So by just giving in and be like, yeah, today running feels like a chore, boom, now you take down the guard, right? No, you're not defending against anything, you're aligning with the current feeling that you have. Now that you've taken down the defense system, the next thing we need to do is make a choice. Are you going to run, or are you not going to run? Whichever choice you decide to make, my suggestion is to own the decision. Like, don't feel like, oh, if I do this, let me relate it this way. We have to brush our teeth, because if we don't, our teeth are going to fall out of our mouth. But if you miss one day, it's not a big deal. Your teeth are not going to fall out of your mouth. Just like running, if you miss one day, it's not the end of the world. You're not going to become a worse runner. So if you decide to take the day off, then by all means, own it. Just take the day off, forget about it, and move on to the next day. And like I always say, you can switch days. You can make that your rest day, and then do your plan run on another day. Now, let's say you do want to run, but you still feel bad about it. Like, you still don't want to run. There are only 3 things that are stopping you from actually going out for that run. The first is your words. What words are you using? What are you saying to yourself? So if you're saying to yourself, oh, it's cold outside, like I was for the track, like, oh, it's cold outside, it's dark, it's this, it's that, or I have no energy because of my kids drove me nuts today. You know, I ran around all day doing chores and, you know, cleaning the house all day. I just have no energy. Those negative words, you're telling your brain, hey, this is why I can't run. This is why I don't want to run. We have to switch those words and change them to say things like, it will feel so much better. I know I won't regret going for a run. Using words like, this will make me mentally stronger. This will make me know that I can push through things. This will show me that I am you know, stronger individual, things like that. Like, once you start using those words and start saying those words deliberately and actually thinking about how real those words are, then you're going to switch over, right? That's one way to start getting yourself to be like, okay, I can do this. Number 2, move your body. What do I mean by that? Put your running clothes on, put your running shoes on, just start putting it on, make the movement, and then your body, because you're changing your state, you're changing your physiology, you're telling your body, hey, I'm going out for a run now. You're not doing it yet, you're just telling your body, hey, this is what we do, right? We get changed, we put our shoes on, we stretch. When you start doing that, boom, You're going to start with the proper words, start moving your body. You're going to get into that moment of saying to yourself in your body, we're going to go for a run. The last thing is what you're focused on, all right? What you need to focus on is how you're going to feel in the future after you're done running. You're going to feel much better that you went out and did it. You are going to feel stronger. Like those questions that you asked and the words that you used earlier, you're going to validate them by focusing and visualizing what you're going to be doing after the run. You're going to look back and be like, yes, I did that despite, right? I'm a stronger person because, right? So when we're in that moment and we feel like that running is a chore, let's go back to those things. Like, make sure we're focused on the right words. Make sure we're doing, getting prepared to go for a run, and focus on the results we're going to have after the run. And that will help us. Or just own it. Today's not my day. That's okay. That type of mindset. Or just say, hey, I'll just switch these days with another day, and that's that. And move on. Be confident in any choice that you make. Don't forget to follow me, and let's find strength, freedom, and faith in every step.